Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's 49ers film breakdown. We're your hosts, Grant Cohn, Jack Hammer. Niners won this game. The losing streak is over, and there's a lot. We're just going to be doing offense this week, just like last week. I think that's what we're most interested in, at least right now. I know I have some things I'm going to be looking for in particular. Let's lay it out, Jack. What are you interested in? What should the audience be looking for as we get into this?
Well, for mine, it's the toss sweep team, because they kind of kept coming back to that. You and I last week when we did this show, we were kind of knocking Shanahan for getting away from some things that worked. So let's keep an eye on that, because it's something I think as we watched this, when they needed plays, they came back to it, and it worked out for them. So for me, that's what I want to pay attention to first off.
Right. I also want to pay close attention to the second quarter, because the Niners were losing. And from what I saw in the press box, there was a very long drive the Bears took up most of the second quarter. And towards the end, Kyle was basically had his back turned and was talking at length with Jimmy. Trey Lance was warming up. Jimmy came back on the field, led a hell of a drive with maybe his best throw of the season, the long one to Debo, and he stayed in the game, won the game. So I'm curious to see, what was Kyle so upset about? Did he have reason to be upset? Did I invent that whole thing? I don't think I did. So what was Kyle upset with? And what did Jimmy Garoppolo do to calm down?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Let's do it. Okay. Boom. All right. This is that weird angle that you get at Soldier Field.
Yeah, it's the toughest one for the All-22, really.
Right. It's not high up. Okay.
Yeah.
First play of the game.
First play of the game, slant to Debo on the right side here. And it's a good throw. It should be caught. He sees 44 coming across and just doesn't get both his arms out.
Right. As soon as they came out in this formation, you already know my reaction. I'm like, come on, Kyle. Shotgun on play one against the Bears. Why? And of course, the throw is there. The play works. It's the right play. It's just they just don't execute this stuff as well. Anyway, nice play call, nice throw, catch the freaking ball.
Yeah, it works. And I know that, yeah, I agree with you. I was kind of wondering that whole thing too, because they came out, I think the first three plays are out of the shotgun.
Why? But then I think, as we'll see, I think after this series, they get right into their under center stuff after that.
Yeah, we'll see what he does after third down. I like this play here. This one, I like the fact he's got the underneath route to Samuel Open, but I like the fact that he challenges the cornerback one-on-one with Brandon Ayuk. That's a changeup for Jimmy Garoppolo. It's an incompletion, but he takes the deep shot here.
Yeah, I'm sure Kyle told him we're gonna go empty here. You're gonna get one-on-one safety against Ayuk. You need to take the shot. I want you to take the shot. I mean, it was schemed up. They got the look they were probably wanted.
Yeah, I think
schemed up. It was scripted.
Yep, I agree with you. And it was there. He takes a shot, and it's an overthrow. Ayuk doesn't really separate from the defensive back either. He's not really able to outrun him with the ball in the air.
I see. They're trying to give him a matchup against a safety that he can win because he's not running as fast as he did last year.
Yeah, he just doesn't separate from him. It's still decent. I mean, he's in front of him. It's got to be a perfect pass to get it in there, but that's all right.
Yeah,
he's got a step on him, right? So he's open. He's open. It's just that it's not a wide open throw. It's got to be right in the bucket for him to catch it.
So it's not a perfect throw, and again, you're seeing Ayuk not have the burst that he had last year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, maybe throw this one at Trent Sherfield. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I mean, look, Kyle listened. He gave him a shot. Better throw might have hit him. Maybe not. That was a tough window. You'd like to see a little bit more burst from Ayuk. I mean, Debo would have had that last year at the end, but Debo wouldn't have got one-on-one against a safety. Wouldn't happen. Yeah,
and then this is a really nice play on 3rd and 10. Though, he gets that ball out of his hand quick. Look how early into the route the ball's coming out.
Back foot too.
Mm-hmm.
This is 3rd and 10.
Right, 3rd and 10, and he puts it right on the money to Sanu, who, he makes some catches, misses some catches. He's not. I don't think he's as good as what they had last year in Kendrick Bourne, but. Yep.
East Bay Chris says, "Hey Jack, loving your recent stuff, especially on Twitter going against the crowd. Tell Grant he could learn a thing or two from you. I've learned it all from Jack."
Going against. Hey, Curtis, this is we're watching the future of the 49ers right here, number 10. It's the
Number 6. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's just
a hell of a throw. It's
it really
stride
is.
too.
Yeah, hits him in stride.
36 right in his face.
Yeah.
Between 36's arms. Hold on.
That is pretty good. I didn't see that before.
Oh! That is nice.
Yeah, I think the ball goes over. I think it's out before his arms come up, but that's a really good look. Really good look.
I mean, it's not. I don't think they would like Pro Football Focus would call that a big time throw, but it's the tier right beneath it.
Yeah, it's a really good throw.
A hell of a throw. Put it that way.
Uh huh. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then now they go back to underneath center here, like you were talking about.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is great. I think this was their first. I think this was the first play of the season. This is what they did in Detroit. Maybe not. No, it was the toss. Sorry, it's the toss. They haven't done it yet. This is power. This is the play that Kyle Shanahan was talking about on the conference call. This is a play, like one of the first he showed to the entire team. They ran power off this look, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but he keeps churning his legs and gets 7 yards. And he said he was so proud of him, and that kind of set the tone for the whole game.
Yeah, and that's something we've seen from Mitchell in the last 2 games because he did that. He did that last week as well. Early in the game, he had a run like similar to this, where he kind of got hit at the line of scrimmage and was able to gain about another 3 or 4 yards. It's just a really nice run right here.
Notice Juszczyk push him from behind.
Yep. Oh yeah, Juszczyk continue. Yeah, look at Juszczyk continuing his block. I think that's helping him push that guy because that guy's not able to really. That's a really good team. There were some really good team runs in this game. I know Mitchell gets the yardage, but there was some the touchdown run. We'll get to that one later, but that was fantastic.
You know when like awful sports analysts say stuff like one team wanted it more? Well, these little effort plays made it seem like the Niners definitely wanted it more than the Bears. There was this one. There was that touchdown where they like all 11 guys pushed him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they definitely
49ers. The Niners were not going to let their season end on this day, and the Bears were like, "Well, if it doesn't happen today, it's going to happen next week. Like, who cares?"
Right.
All right. I mean, they didn't even have their coach anyway.
They're better without their coach,
right?
But no push here. McGlinchey and Warner doubling down on 96. 96 does a great job of holding his spot and allows 44 to flow over. He does a good job of sticking Tomlinson. And there's just nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Watch 96 and 44 work on this double team because they're going to double team down on 96. Boom, and then Tomlinson just gets stood up in the hole. That's a great play by 44 really to stop that.
Yeah, absolutely. 44 made that happen. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And then this is where this is the stuff I don't like. I don't understand why you have 23 in the game right here in a 3rd and 1 situation. Or
just like last week, right?
Yeah, 3rd and 2 situation and run him into the middle of the line. I know he gets it.
This is where you use Sermon.
Yeah, exactly. And they're trying not to – I mean, I get it in that they're trying not to telegraph when it's going to be run and pass.
Of course.
Because
it's fine to run on 3rd and 1. I don't have any problem with that, but it should be Sermon. Between tackles. But also the problem is they're trying to run here. That's a mistake. Right now.
Yeah, running by between Brunskill and Mack, correct.
I mean, dude, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No. Both on that one, there's just no push by the interior. All 3 of the guys in the middle, even Tomlinson. Tomlinson's guy beats him across his face. 96 again does a really good job of not getting moved.
Yeah, Tomlinson didn't exactly do better. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Okay, they hurry to the line of scrimmage and give Hasty another shot at it. He gets it.
Yeah, that time they put him under center though, and it's just the timing. It's better. You get a little bit more push that way. It gets into his hands quicker. I prefer that look if you're going to run the ball, but I understand running 3rd and 2 and running it. Just give me Trey Sermon though. Come on now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, talk about the doghouse. That's the guy.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And then this one's going to be a throw out to Samuel. It's a completion, but this isn't a good throw. He throws it behind him. He stops him.
That's the thing with Debo, though. Like, he'll make a really difficult, not a really difficult catch, but a difficult catch like this, and then he'll drop, like, let one bounce off his chest, like Debo. I think he can take his game to a. I think he can be even better.
Yes, if he just starts holding on to the ball,
Yeah, like concentrates.
yeah, he just struggles with some of these.
Yeah.
But this ball, if this ball's out in front of him, it might be a gain of a couple, and it's almost like a screen or a sweep in a way. It's just him against 94, but ball's thrown behind him.
It's just a bad throw all around.
It's just a bad throw. Just stops his feet.
Yeah.
Just a bad throw.
Nice catch though. Okay.
Yeah. And then here's the drops on this one. This is the second 13. They just run that little. Basically, it's a screen.
Wide open. Jeez.
It's not a perfect throw. It's a little behind him a little bit. He's got to reach up, and it's about at his head though. I mean, maybe a little slightly above. This is a catch.
Yeah.
The ball bounces off.
Got to catch this ball.
The ball bounces off his back shoulder, but when it hits his hands, it's at his face, right there, and then just kind of the hands go back behind him. Yeah. But it's got to be caught.
But also a definite drop.
Yeah, it's almost like Garoppolo had a little. If he just holds it for just a tick longer, throws a little bit more over the middle, it's a better ball.
Yeah, that's a big missed opportunity because that could have been a first down right there.
Right, and that's two in the that's two drops.
Or would have been 3rd and 2 as opposed to 3rd and 12. Sorry.
Yeah, and then they come back from that and 3rd and 13, and Garoppolo's going to have to scramble here. You get a hold by Trent Williams. He just bear hugs the guy from the start. Yeah, they're playing way off because they have so much room. Could have got a personal foul at the end of that play from sliding. They can't hit.
Look at Ayuk from the previous play. Are we missing something here? Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk's at the top of the screen. I don't know what they're asking to look for, other than the fact he's wide open after the ball comes out. But that's because the defense has reacted.
That's right. Sorry, just wanted to make sure the people's voice were heard. Okay, 3rd and 13.
No, that's cool. Yeah, and then we get a bear hug over here by Williams, and this should have been a personal foul at the end of the play. You can't hit the quarterback once he slides like this.
Yeah, it could have been offsetting.
Yeah. Yep.
Now you got 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, 3rd and 23, I think it is now, and
you're out of.
He gets them back in. They get back into field goal range. He does a good job of kind of buying time, sitting around, moving.
Look at that pocket. Whoa. Look at this awful camera angle. Thank you, Chicago. All right.
It's awful.
Okay, so 55 doesn't even feel like rushing the quarterback. He's like, no.
Well, he's trying to make sure that Garoppolo
3-man rush. That's great.
Well, he wants to contain Garoppolo. He's afraid of his running ability.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after he's look at this, dude. 94. Who are you? Is that Quinn?
Terrible. I think so.
Nice throw. This is nice throw. Nice catch.
Yeah, it's a good catch, good throw. He's got to buy some time because they're all sitting back. It's just soft coverage and nothing's open, but he moves around a little bit, opens it up. Slide misses the field goal though.
Yeah.
So a nice opening drive when you take everything into account, and they had the ball for a number of plays there, and then you get the what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had a 10-play drive to open up the game, get it down to the 29-yard line, and they have to kick a field goal.
But they steadily went backwards because they were not executing on passes.
Yeah, you had a bad throw on first down, leads to a loss of 3. Yeah. Then you have a drop on second down,
right?
And then you get the hold on third down. So it's
three straight passes that you don't execute.
Right.
So let's see what they do on the first play of the second drive. I think they're going to run the ball, Jack.
Yeah, finally put him under center, and this is the pre-snap look is the same as the pre-snap look on the power earlier, except for this time they run it as a toss and 26 yards.
So I guess clearly they wanted to set this up. They wanted to show we're running power off this look, and then boom, now we're going to do a sweep off. I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah, it's a toss sweep.
It's a toss sweep. And you get Juszczyk kicking out. 57. Boom. Nice block. Gets 33-2. And easy. Let's look at 71. Gets 58. I mean, all your best blockers are over here.
Yeah, 58 jumps inside, which really helps out, makes that an easier block, and you're off to the races.
Did a great job. Dude. Debo. Just great job. This is their best play. This is their best play this year. Toss sweep to the left.
Yeah, the only thing I would have liked to have seen, maybe 33 makes the tackle though, is Huschek instead of Huschek blocking 33 after he kind of runs by him here.
Yeah.
Stop. They kind of keep leading up, but maybe 33 makes a tackle if he doesn't sit down on him.
I
like
see
he
what
does.
you're saying. Just
to get another guy out in front of him to help out with Debo. But again, I don't know, because from this angle it's hard to. The other angle, it's so hard to see what's going on. Maybe 33 is going to be able to grab his ankle if Huschek isn't in his way.
Yeah. Last thing, I want to give Elijah Mitchell credit. We never credit the running backs on these plays. Nice burst, big hole, good balance. He's fast. He may not be Raheem Mostert, but he may be better than Mostert in the sense that he might be more durable.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely right, because he's getting a lot more carries, and
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, first down, and they go straight back to the empty formation. Was that hurry up? Might have been. Okay, nice.
Yeah, little curl route to Debo.
There you go. Little first down. Yes, they're going hurry up. Under center. Split belly zone. Who is this to?
It's still the Mitchell.
44 come around to 57.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He pushes it, but
yeah, not a whole lot. Tough to run between the tackle for this season.
It really is.
It's not what they do. Yeah,
they don't do it well.
Does. They can do it when Trey Lance is in the game. Otherwise, it's perimeter runs.
Yeah, this one is the one that should have been a pick, but you get, Jennings just gets jammed up here by 22. That should be illegal contact. Again,
I see what you're saying.
Look
Real early. He throws that here before Jennings has turned his head, and he's expecting either a call to get made or Jennings to not be held. I see that. Okay.
Yeah, it's either that or he's throwing it to Huschek, one of those two guys. Because he's got Huschek coming over behind him too, right? Huschek really gets kind of blocked off by Jennings. Yeah. That guy rides Jennings right into Huschek too. Look at that. That's illegal contact if that was illegal contact.
Fair enough.
He's riding him. He's riding him 12 yards downfield.
Okay, so now we got what?
3rd and 9 still. 3rd and 9 at the 37. He's going to throw this out to Hasty in the flat on the right side.
Why wouldn't you? Sorry, I didn't mean to bag on Jimmy there. It's Hasty in the game on 3rd down. That kills me.
Yeah. Well, he's their 3rd down. He's definitely their 3rd down back. He's their receiving back.
Well, until Jeff Wilson Jr. comes back. Nice route. Good play. Yeah. Not a first down. Okay, so they
kick a field goal there.
Okay.
Yeah, tie it up 3-3.
All right.
21 personnel. They're going to run this one up the middle.
Let's see how that goes.
They just don't get any movement in the interior.
Wow, Brunskill. 60 pulling. 95 makes the tackle. Beats Tomlinson. These interior guys are not playing well.
It's just a big cluster of bodies in the middle.
Jeez. You can see why they drafted Aaron Banks and Jalen Moore.
Yeah. So I got 2nd 11. We're gonna finally see Brandon Ayuk make a catch.
Yeah. I hate this camera angle.
Yeah, it's an awful camera angle. This is a good job by Garoppolo to buy time and move out. He doesn't really. Everybody looks like they're pretty well open or pretty well covered early on. He wants to go to the right. It's nothing there. I think he's trying to get Ayuk early. Ayuk's covered, and then once he bails, that opens up Ayuk for the completion.
Nice throw.
That's a really good job between those two to make that play. It's a good job by Garoppolo to jump out, and it's a good job by you to go with them.
Okay. So now they're in the second quarter. No?
They are. We're in the second quarter, yes.
Okay, great. Tie game, second quarter.
Play action to Samuel over the middle.
Nice.
The only other thing I can think of is if, like on that one, maybe he wanted a deep shot to Ayuk, but Ayuk looks like he's got two guys. He's got the bracket coverage with the safeties, the safety in the corner. Safety's still staying over top of him. See that?
Yeah, I mean, I think he went to the. I mean, hard to argue with the results here.
Yeah, I think he went to the right read. I think if he goes down the middle of the field, that's not a good play for the 49ers.
Yeah.
At least on that one.
First and 10. Hand it off.
Nice little gain of 3, but look at he's running this one after contact. He's hit early.
Yeah.
71 gets 71 is stood up. 50 doesn't. Between those two, don't get anything. 71 might be trying to let that guy up the field a little bit too.
Right. Second down. This is knocked down.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Sure. Once again, the Niners just don't execute pass plays as well. Drop back pass plays. It's always one thing.
Well, you got Brunskill and Mack here. You got two guys on the guy that ended up knocking.
Come on, do better.
Just walking.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
Yeah. So I mean,
those two guys have been doing this all year long though.
Yep.
It's not anything new.
Yep. Okay, now you got 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 here, and he's going to go over the middle to Sanu.
Okay.
And he hits him. Sanu's got the middle route, hits him in front of the linebacker, and he drops it.
Once again, there's always one execution error on a pass play for the 49ers, at least. Now it's the wide receiver. Good throw, good protection. He drops it.
Yeah, he goes to the right spot, he hits him, and it's dropped, and that's the end of the drive, and they got to kick a field goal.
And then this is 1:16 left in the half.
Yeah, so this is between that drive you just saw and this drive we're going to watch is when whatever the conversation was.
Slow down, because from what I understood, Kyle was pissed after this drive. So what was it? It was he misses these two throws. They run on first down. Okay, so he misses this throw here on second down. Was there anywhere else he could have went with the ball? Like, what is he upset about? Is it this? Did he want him to go to this guy? I don't know. What is the issue here that Kyle had?
We're looking at the batted down ball.
Yeah, this is 2nd and 7. Like what? Because it seemed like on 3rd down, like he didn't do anything wrong. We'll come back to that. Is there another place he could have went with the ball here? Here, left side. I mean, what? I don't know.
On the batted down ball, I think he's going over to the guy coming over the middle. I think he's going to Jennings. He's got 89 is the guy that he should be going to if he just holds it. So maybe he's upset that he doesn't hold it and throw it because the way that if he just holds it a second longer, maybe drops. He's got 89 on the out. I don't know what the.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's like he wanted him to go to Warner here, and the fact that he didn't bugged him. How about that?
He has the open receiver because what's happening. They're both open. Jennings is open as well.
I guess you could say that Werner is the easier throw, and maybe it was the first read. We don't know that.
Yeah.
From Kyle's perspective, if that's the first read and he's open, like, what are you doing? Where am I right now? Okay.
Yeah, we're at the end, and then the very next play should be a completion to extend the drive to.
Werner would have been open. Okay, so maybe Kyle's upset that he wanted him to go to Werner on this play. So the next one is 3rd down, and this is a nice throw that should have been caught by Sanu. Is there anywhere else he could have gone? There's Ayuk. Looks like he's covered, right?
Yeah, Ayuk looks like he's covered.
Ayuk's covered.
Dwelly down at the bottom looks like he's covered. And you got Debo in the flat up at the top. Maybe you go there. But, I mean, that should be – you're past the sticks. You got the first down. He hits it. Gets it on him, and that's got to be a catch.
I can't imagine that he wanted him to go to Dwelly. They never call passes for Dwelly. So I think it's the second down one. I think it's one play.
Well, if I was going to give you my take on it, I don't know. I wasn't there. I understand that they were arguing, or I don't know if they were arguing, but there was an exchange between the two of them.
Yeah,
is that you're in a game? You're down by 7, and you're at the end of the half, and so you want to put some points on the board. And I think it might have just been instead of him chewing them out, maybe it was more of a, hey, this is easy shit. Let's go score. What I'm going to call here. Here's what I'm calling. I need you to hit these, and it's easy shit. Can you do it? Yeah. And then they go out and play. At least that's kind of that's possible. Without being on the sidelines, without talking to Kyle Shanahan and knowing what his thought process was right there, I could see him. I could as a head coach talking to the quarterback in that situation. I could see that be a conversation that looks heated on the sideline.
If we get this look against quarters coverage, I'm going to call this Mills concept, and we're going to hit the post down the middle. I need you to throw that.
Yeah.
I know it's a long throw, but it's easy. I mean, it's down the middle against a corner with outside leverage. I need you to hit that. Can you do it?
Correct. Yeah.
If I pull the trigger, I can see that.
Yeah, and it looks like a heated exchange to us, and whoever's looking at it, even the words from Shanahan to him that you heard are accurate. I don't. Beyond that, I don't know.
It's impossible to really interpret what was at stake, what Kyle would have done had Jimmy Garoppolo not led this drive that he's about to lead. Hard to know. I think one thing that also made things complicated or interesting is that Trey Lance was throwing when that happened. Now, he could be throwing all the time. Hard to say. But the whole optics were like, whoa, what is going on? Anyway, this drive ended the discussion. It doesn't matter. It's all academic because of what happened here. Now, this throw was no good, the way I remember it.
Yeah, it's outside. It's a bad throw. He needs it's a bad. He's open. It's a comeback. He's throwing it early. It's just a bad placement on the ball. It's really bad. One of his worst throws of the first half.
Yeah, a little bit affected by 98.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
It's not an excuse. You could just see.
Yeah, you can see he's kind of falling away from it and spinning. Yeah. They kind of.
So that's a terrible throw, and you're thinking, second and 10. Jimmy's job's on life support. And then he does this. He always does this right when you think it's over for him. Boom.
Another, guy right in his face, and he hits Ayuk. I like the fact that they go to Ayuk. Man, it's about time that they utilize him. And he's so good.
Yep.
Nice you can tell that they made a concerted effort here to get him the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. So a little slant there, and they're going to come back here again. He's in the inside now. He's right there on the 30. They're going to go to Ayuk again. Just a quick, easy release. It's an easy throw. But get the ball into the, a really good playmaker's hands.
Not necessarily job on the line. You haven't had a great rapport with Brandon Ayuk. Well, he steps up for you, and now you guys have one. Boom.
He puts it right on the money. Good catch and run by Ayuk on the backside end too. Yeah, midfield. Or no, not midfield. At the 40.
First down. Now you're
46.
Yeah. Yep. And let's see. Is this it?
Yeah, this is it.
Right. Oh, Dwelly. Sorry, not to make too big of a point of it, but this is that. So they get quarters coverage, and what you're trying to do when you get quarters coverage is get one of these safeties to bite on an inside route, because technically that's his responsibility if he gets to a certain point. And if he bites on that and you get this post over the top, look at he's got outside leverage. He's screwed.
Yeah,
he's pretty much screwed. And they got it. They got the look they wanted. Dwelly got him to bite. Boom. End of story. Good call versus that coverage. Good throw. Good catch too.
Yeah, that was a heck of a catch by. Really good job of using his body to block off the defender. Yeah, and you're right. The safety steps down in front of him, and he just steps into it and lets it rip.
And I can see Kyle saying, it's easy. You may have a phobia of throwing this ball since you missed it in the Super Bowl or whatever, but I need you to do it, and you can do it. And he did it. He did it.
Yeah.
In reality, it's not the hardest throw. But
no.
It's not. No. It's simple, as Kyle said. But he hit it. Glad. Nice.
Yeah, and there's no timeouts, and they're able to get up there, spike it.
Boom. Yep. And then this was kind of strange at the end of the half. You're thinking they're going to get a touchdown here, and they don't. Let's see how Kyle handles it.
They throw it. They throw it in. They throw it in it. Let's see. I know he throws it to Debo late, and Debo comes open.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
7 seconds here. Let's see.
Yes, there's 7 seconds.
7 seconds. 2nd and 4. Could they have gotten a touchdown here? Let's see. Well, they win the game, so it's not a big deal. But I remember thinking, wow, they only got a field goal there? Okay, so he goes in motion. You got empty backfield again, which is strange. But, okay. And incomplete pass.
Yeah. Debo comes out there. He's looking left first. It's covered. And he comes back to his right, and he just doesn't get his hips around. I don't think. Let's see what he does. Oh, he does. He just doesn't step into it.
Yeah.
It's just a bad ball, bad throw.
Yep.
I mean, he goes to the right spot. Just doesn't make. It's going to be a really nice catch by Samuel.
Left. Is it weird that they didn't at least try one more time? No, am I
No.
wrong? Hold on.
There's not enough time for them to run another play. No, because there's only 3 seconds. It takes about 4 seconds per play.
Okay, second half. They start up with the toss to the left, which doesn't work this time.
It's out of a little different formation. They don't have the extra guy over there to help out. I think that, and see what happens. They get 34 is the one that comes up. When they ran it before, 34 was widened out by the receiver. This time he's in tight and he's able to. He's not blocked until.
You mean 44?
33. Excuse me.
Oh, 33.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the corner comes in.
Yeah, because the other time they ran it, he was out wide because they had a receiver wider.
Good call.
This time that's a little bit different formation, and he's able to just shoot it. He's able to beat Juszczyk.
Right. There wasn't even really a hole there anyway.
No,
Okay.
it just didn't work out.
A lot of empty formation on 2nd and long, Kyle. I like to do that. Nice throw. Nice move.
I wish he'd come, and it's going to get called back as a penalty. I just wish he just keeps bringing that outside instead of keep cutting it back inside. I just wish he gets up and just gets outside right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he's kind of trying to. He kind of steps in. He has to kind of step in. I think he's trying to. He just doesn't quite get there.
Yeah. 2nd and 20. I think something bad. I don't think it's going to work out for him, Jack. 2nd and 20. Okay. Throws dropped.
Was that one dropped by? Was it dropped by?
Let's see.
By Werner? Did he hit it?
Werner hits him in the hand. See if they'd thrown this one to Dwelly. No, they're throwing to Werner now. The blocking tight end and making Dwelly. I don't know. Werner just can't get open, man. Like you could scheme him open, but look at his route, dude. There's nothing there. I mean, 38 is not full. Like what?
He's just sitting.
It's pretty awful.
Sitting right on. I don't think that even gets to his hands. I think he knocks it out.
Yeah. So 3rd and 20. Niners probably going to have to punt. Oh wait. Man, this play is got to be the play of the season so far.
It's wild.
I mean, for the Niners at least. This changed the whole complexion of their season. Things were looking bleak until this moment. And you're like, okay, all right, wait a second. Team's alive.
Oh yeah, this is a John play. This is a John Taylor moment. You know, John Taylor 1989 against the Rams kind of moment when Montana goes for 462 in that game, but he has 2 90-yard touchdowns.
Like if the Niners go anywhere this year,
I mean, it's just
to win a game. You'd fit like this is when the season started or got turned around. This play right here.
Yeah. Yep. And it's very similar to so many of the plays, like I said, from Taylor in the 88-89 season. It's nice.
Yeah. So one block here. That's Dwelly. Dwelly starts it.
Yeah.
You got Trent Williams. You got Ayuk. Tomlinson. He didn't block.
Alex Mack.
Alex Mack. I was trying to give everyone credit. This is the play of the year. Sanu. Sanu did a good job. Just a great play.
Yeah. Really well executed. And that's why, like the drop against Indianapolis was so big. Right?
Jack, what is the benefit of an empty formation?
It just spreads everybody out. It gives you some, it just gives you it spreads. Yeah, it just widens everybody out. It kind of, it allows you to see sometimes if it's zone and man because of where everybody has a lineup. But it's just spread it out. If they have
guys, your coverages from when you face that, you get more one-on-one matchups when you face that. The trade-off is you've now given up the mystery of whether you're running or passing.
Right, unless you have Lance. because if you have Lance, you can run the draws and
That's why
things
they
like
did
they
that
ran.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This doesn't work.
Yeah, just get stuffed. Got a false start too on Tomlinson.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I think that's part of why he gets stuffed because he moves early.
Right.
They come right back out of the shotgun with Mitchell to the left. They really need to run to the left as much as they can.
Yes.
That's where all the good stuff happens when you run that to that side.
Nice block here from Werner. He's a good blocker. That's nice. Seals it.
Yeah, it's really good. And this next one, this should be a touchdown. It's a really nice play by the DB to get his hands inside there on Ayuk. This is really like a fly sweep with a slant on the backside. They just don't snap it in time to get the movement.
Real quick, Little Lord Stewie says, do you think the reason the Niners signed a D-end was to keep up with the Rams after picking up Vaughn and still time for them to trade? No, there's no more time for them to trade, and I don't think this really closes the gap after the Von Miller thing. What do you think about that trade?
Yeah, I don't think it was to keep up with the Rams. I think the 49ers realize they don't have a very good pass rush right now this season, and they're just trying to find a way to get that going. Because
run defense isn't great either.
Yeah, the run defense is struggling. Their pass rush, they're third to last in the NFL in quarterback hits through the at this point. So, they need.
There's a stat.
Yeah.
Third to last in quarterback hits.
Yeah, they have the third fewest.
All you ever hear about is pressures, which are good, but you know what are better?
Hit the quarterback. Yeah, well, that was kind of one of the things I kept trying to talk about last week when all the discussion was about how the 49ers were smart to move on from Buckner and whatever and this and that. Is the 49ers lost a lot when it comes to hitting the quarterback. And hitting the quarterback is going to be what generates turnovers, not so much pressure, because you can get pressure on the quarterback and still have him throw for a big – but when you hit them and you're knocking them down, those are usually not plays in which they get big gains against you.
No. And also, if you don't get the turnover, like if you get 8 hits, 9 hits, at a certain point, he's going to start playing differently. Like those take a toll, whether or not that's where I feel like they're almost as good as sacks, because even though you don't get the yards, they take a toll.
Absolutely. That's what Brandon Staley, the head coach of the Chargers, he had a press conference a few weeks ago where he was talking about that. It's not just sacks. It's everything that goes into it. Pressures are important, but you've got to have that accumulated hits and stuff like that. It really, the hits, a quarterback is going to be way more disrupted by hits than he is by people in his face and having to move around.
As an eloquent defensive coordinator would put it, you have to put the quarterback on his ass as many times as possible.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Now, Cray97 says quarterback hits are usually penalties. Yeah, that's the rub. That is the rub. All right, let's get back to the game film. I wish they would stop that with the NFL. I do. Okay, so this is the play where they mistimed it. They wanted to have sort of like a little pop pass to Deebo Samuel, but he came across too early, and it was just all messed up.
Yeah, he's supposed to. This is the one where they like to kind of get the quarterback running, and then they toss it inside to him.
Yeah,
they just get the
pass, but the timing's messed up, and so he just does it himself.
Yeah, they kind of keep running it, and in a way, Deebo actually becomes a blocker for him. He takes out 94 and opens up the lane for Garoppolo to run it in.
Yeah, it's a big moment for Jimmy. Very cathartic moment. A lot like Steve Young, take that monkey off my back, except he didn't win the Super Bowl, but still, it felt a lot like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is for the team, but it's also for me. I needed this. Good for him.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think the other touchdown run is even the bigger moment, but I like the other one better. So that's a nice one though.
Okay, here we go. We're at 15-16. Niners are still down 1.
They missed the extra point, didn't they? No, the Flames are up.
It's a little blurry. Unfortunately, this only goes to 360. It doesn't have 720, which it usually has. So I don't know. Chicago just really, really gives you terrible film. Sorry, everyone.
They do. It's a tough one anyway because of the angle.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little blurry. It's 360p, not 720. We usually get 720. So we're going lo-fi today. We're watching like it's 1972. Chicago. They didn't even feed us. They gave us donuts for the game, and they gave out hot dogs at halftime. It was pretty
Nice. Donuts.
Yeah.
I wonder on this throw if he's going to Ayuk or if he's trying to throw this one to Debo, because Debo jumps up and catches it, but he has Ayuk behind him.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it live. I thought he was going to Ayuk. Watch Ayuk. Ayuk's open.
I don't think he ever sees Debo coming across, so he has to move a little bit. He has. I think that ball's intended for Ayuk, who's wide open.
Well, if Debo just kind of Ayuk, that would have been a pick because he definitely undershot him.
Yeah. Well,
Debo's like supposed to be here.
Debo's running everybody over there. He takes two guys with him.
True. Good point.
But it's a good catch on his part. I mean, he does a good job. Gets up, falls it in.
Someone's got to catch the ball.
Hey, right?
It doesn't matter.
So one of them did.
Okay, they're here. They try to run between the tackles again. Not what they do well.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's see what they do. There's just really nothing there. But even before, pre-snap, it's where you're running the ball. You can see it doesn't take a whole lot for them to be able to muddy that up. Look at that. There's no bubble over on that side.
No.
But that sets up the throw here to Big Charlie.
Interesting. What is the situation here?
It's 2nd and 7.
It's okay. So this confirms. This supports my theory that Kyle wanted Jimmy to go to Charlie Warner on the 2nd and 7 early in the second quarter, because he comes back to it right here, same down and distance, and it's different formation, different play, but it's the same route by the tight end, and he's the first read, and he goes to him. I'm not claiming victory here, but it makes me feel
well. Going back to the play that you're talking about earlier.
Yes.
That where it got knocked down.
Concept for sure.
Well, no, but if you on the TV copy, it looked like after Garoppolo threw the ball and it got knocked down that he was angry with somebody because he was yelling, and so I think he was yelling at 15. I don't think 15 was supposed to go inside. I think he was supposed to run an out.
Right, because he just brought a defender across his face.
Correct.
And so now you have 15 doing the right thing, which is out here. Interesting. See, this is why Jack is on the show. Everyone, he's really good.
That's what I think is happening between those
structurally. It makes more sense as a play that way.
Yeah, and that's something that I caught that on the TV where he was yelling.
Good call. All right, so this time they execute correctly.
Yeah, and then they come right back with a similar play to the other side with the Juszczyk. Now they got Juszczyk on the left in that tight end roll spot. Same play. It's actually the same play. They come back with the exact same play on the opposite side, except for it's Juszczyk instead of Warner. You're going to get the double outs. Yep.
Now you get let's see what Ayuk does.
He just takes a little. Yeah, it's the same thing. Same play.
Same exact play. He does that. He'll do that. If it works once, he'll just flip it and do it to the other side. He runs. It's nice.
It's good. It's good play calling. It really is. It's simple and
if you to the line of scrimmage, like they're not going to make the adjustment.
Mm-hmm. If you keep them in the same personnel grouping and everything, you can kind of dictate exactly what you want. Yeah.
Chip Kelly kind of does stuff like that too. It works. It's a simple way to keep the defense on their heels.
Yeah.
All right.
And now they go to a toss to the right. That's just a really nice block by Juszczyk to open that up, and then you get good blocking downfield by the receiver. Debo gets a nice block. The first block here is Juszczyk opens it up. 60's got a good spot. 69's in a good spot.
And Mitchell's good. Nice little burst past him.
Yep.
Nice turn. Good run.
Yeah. Really good run, good blocking. That was just really nice.
Often finishes. He gets to the perimeter, but then he finishes his run going forward.
Yeah, almost all the time he's
Yeah.
falling forward, and that's what we see here on the touchdown.
Yeah. Oh, this is the play.
Yeah, just the whole he just doesn't go down, and the whole team pushes him across the goal line.
Man, that's great. That's great. They wanted it more, Jack. They go for 2.
Yeah, wanted to go for 2, and this is a play. This is funny because this is a play when they lined up and I saw this formation. It reminded me of something that I saw on Twitter last week after the Green Bay game against Arizona, because they ran this play a lot. Rich Madrid, who does some stuff for the Packers, was pointing it out where they were running this kind of a thing, and it was they kept running like a screen off of it, and they eventually run this concept for something similar to this for a touchdown, because everything on this makes you think that it's going out wide, so he's going to stick out. Watch him kind of boom.
Oh, yeah. Like it's going to be these guys are blocking and he's going to go.
But because.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's the option to go to Sanu on this.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They jump that. They're expecting that. Boom. And they get beat there. It's great.
Yeah, and that's something that, like I said, that's something that Green Bay did over and over and over again on Thursday night to Arizona. It's just funny that it popped up in this game. Formation wise.
Yeah, love it. It's weird when you see four on one side like that. It's often.
Yeah, usually don't see that.
Usually don't. Okay, so now they're up 1.
Yeah, so that gave them. They were up by.
We got a question from Lil Lord Stewie, who donates an extremely generous $50. Thank you, Lil Lord Stewie. Did Harbaugh ever yell at Cap or Smith when they did bad and Jimmy's lucky it was Kyle, no Harbaugh, LOL? I never caught that. If that happened, I thought it must have been behind closed doors. Did you ever catch that on the TV copy?
No, I don't remember really ever seeing Harbaugh get in their face like that. I mean,
but those guys both really played very well for Harbaugh. If you don't remember, I mean, quarterback wasn't really the issue under Harbaugh.
Yeah, no. The only time we ever really saw Harbaugh was when he was pounding on their shoulder pads before the game. But no, I don't remember him ever really chewing him out. We didn't see it. Again, it didn't make it to the TV viewing.
I've been watching the Kaepernick show, and it makes me kind of relive those years. And I'm just going, he was really successful when Harbaugh was the coach. And his career deteriorated, his numbers deteriorated when Harbaugh left, and they had Tom Sula and Kelly, and there was the mass exodus, Patrick Willis, Justin Smith. It'd be interesting. What would have happened if Jed York hadn't run off Jim Harbaugh? Would Patrick Willis have retired? Would Justin Smith have retired? Would Colin Kaepernick have, I think he was 3-16 his final 2 years. I don't think that would have happened. It would be very interesting to know, like, the butterfly effect of keeping Jim Harbaugh after 2014.
Yeah, no, they had they had that injury, and they had a blowout loss to Denver, and that's when they lost Kilgore. And so they lost their center there.
I remember that.
And then everything.
And they already lost Anthony Davis, so that's two fifths of your line.
And I think after Denver, they won a game or two, but before the Thanksgiving game. And the whole thing with that
Thanksgiving, weren't they? I think they were.
They were.
Yeah.
I think they were 7-4 at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
They lose that game to Seattle. It was a bad performance, and you get the tweet from Jed York, and I understand it's just a tweet, but when it comes from your owner,
yeah,
and with all the drama that was swirling around Harbaugh already up until that point in the season, because remember that was the year the report of him getting traded came out before the year.
Yeah, and then he lost the locker room. That came out the Sunday of week 1. That was an Ian Rappaport Sunday bombshell.
Yep, and then that comes out on Thanksgiving, and after that, they didn't win again until the final game.
That's right, and they beat Arizona, and that was that. So a lot of things. Kaepernick might still be in the NFL right now if Harbaugh hadn't got run off to Michigan, because that pairing worked. Anyway,
because they also had the next week after that was Oakland, and I think Kaepernick threw an interception on his first
play. That was bad.
Yeah, and it was just kind of it was all downhill for them after that.
All right, let's finish off this game.
Yeah.
Okay. About 10 minutes left.
Yep. Play action. I think that's Debo in the backfield with him again.
Yes. Yep.
This is a nice one because they do this a lot, right? Where they put Samuel in the backfield, play action, and then throw the swing out to Debo.
Yeah. And so now you've built off that concept, and everyone's worried about it. Like,
And
especially, hold on, this safety here, and you get this.
yeah, you have all kinds of folks looking in the backfield, and at least leaves them wide open.
Nice. Nice blocking. Really good pass protection all day, with a couple of exceptions.
Yeah, for the most part, it was all
Down.
And then they're going to come right back to their toss. See, now they've got the receiver over here, right? So it widens out the corner. The corner, he takes an outside release, and that's what opens it up. That's where earlier on, that one that they got stuffed on, remember there was no receiver out there. This time you put Ayuk over there. He takes the corner out of the play, and he opens up the lane.
This, to me, really is the turning point in the game. I mean, Deebo Samuel got the Niners ahead. Like, it was looking bleak before that Deebo Samuel play. That sort of changed the game, but this really put the Niners in command. They're up 1 with 9 minutes left. It's 1st and 10 on their 44, and they get this. This changes everything.
Yeah.
Toss to the left from their own from the left hash.
Yep. Short side of the field.
That big thing right there. You got that big bubble right there. Let's go after it. Great patience. That's like Frank Gore squirting through a tiny. That's not a big hole there. Good
No,
patience.
he just keeps pressing it.
Yeah.
And it opens up for him, and he doesn't even get touched. He just keeps pressing. Look at. I mean, it's so tight, but he doesn't even. That's nice.
That's a great cut there too. He's good, man. This guy changes their whole season, man. I really feel that a big reason they've been so mediocre the last 2 years is because Mostert's been gone. And he was underrated. When the Shanahans have a running back who's in that Mostert, Terrell Davis, whatever you want to call him, zone, they're hard to beat.
Yeah, when they can get the ball moving on the ground, absolutely.
Yep, they're hard to beat. And Kyle's really struggled with that the last couple of years. I mean, he had McKinnon starting, and now he's got this kid, and he's really good. And the Niners are winning. Well, they won. They won one game, but he's had two good games in a row.
Yes, he has. Mm-hmm.
They need to get someone else to supplement him, or else they're going to get him hurt because they're giving him a lot of carries. But he's good.
It just doesn't work on the right side as well.
Right. This is a slightly different concept.
Yeah, they just can't get to the linebacker quick enough on that one.
Right. 58. Good player.
Yeah, 58 scrapes across. They don't have enough guys over there to get to him.
Yeah. Okay, so 2nd and long, they're back to an empty formation, which is their tendency in this game. They seem to be getting their guys on safeties or something from these.
Well, they motion them to empty, and I think they're going to get them on 99
or a D end or something. 99.
It's a linebacker.
Yeah. All day, easy. Yeah. Nice.
It's a really nice catch by Hasty.
It is.
It's an easy pre-snap. You know, Garoppolo knows where he wants to go. It's a matter of 23 needing to win.
Which is, he should win, and he does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really nice.
Great play call. I love calling zone read from the 5. It almost always works.
Yeah, it's a really good play, and the fact that you do it, you know, that the fact that they called the play, they called it with Garoppolo, and Garoppolo actually keeps it. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
That's you know, he gets the ball up and he throws the ball into the stands, you know. But
yeah,
that's probably the longest he threw a ball all year.
90 million, I can afford it. I respect it. Okay, so now they're at 30-22. Yeah, okay, so it's still a 1-score lead. This is the 4-minute offense to ice the game, right?
Yeah, and they're going to come right back to the toss. Look, it's the same formation they were just in.
And this really ices the game.
And motion them across. I think Hushek's going to come.
This is the game right here.
Yep. This is the play.
Writing game time in my book when this happened.
This is the same play they ran with the same motion, everything at the early in the game. They hit it for 26 in the first quarter, and they hit it for 39 here.
Yeah, so 3 times to the left for 3 big plays. 3 explosive runs. And let's give everyone credit because these are just phenomenal. You got Tomlinson right off the bat turning his guy. You got 89 and 44 annihilating someone. You got 71 on the second level. You got 19 coming across. Nice block by 19. 44 getting more work. They put that guy on the ground. And then you got Mitchell. Let's give Mitchell credit. So all these guys do great. And then Mitchell breaks that one tackle.
Yep. And they actually blocked that one different than they did the first one, because the first time they didn't have Debo. Remember, Debo was the guy leading him downfield?
Yep.
This time they have Debo run kind of cracking down inside.
Yes, this is like a crack tag. What do they call it? Is that what they call it?
Something like that. Because he gets the little chip on 58, takes him out of the play, and then really nice. He tries to chase him down from behind. No way. That's nice. You and I both, and we've talked a lot about Alex Mack, but watch Mack on this one if we watch it one more time, because he does a really nice job of working through the first level up to the second level. That's just really nice. And the fact that he's continuing to block that guy is part of what opens up the run. It's just really, the running game requires you're muted. You're muted, Grant.
My bad. Sorry. My bad.
Very good. Yeah, okay. You're back. All right. Yeah, and then they come right back inside to the left side. Not doesn't work. They lose a yard.
That's the power, and that's them running into tackles, and that's what happens. Oof, okay.
It's a bare front. They just don't get it blocked up.
Now though, they toss to the right.
Yep.
And they get Debo blocking down again, crack toss, boom.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice.
That's one that I think Jermichael Hasty could have ran to. That's a good one. Nice draw, nice blocking, nice draw.
The only thing I would say is if I was talking to Mitchell in the film room, when he cuts that thing up to kind of take that one back out to the outside, he kind of keeps that thing inside. Once he gets up, he has room to cut to the side again instead of keeps working in the middle, but that's all right. Yeah, they don't do anything the next three runs. They get a
Brunskill.
Yeah.
Daniel. Yeah. Poor Daniel.
Well, let's see who else gets them too, because Daniel's guy gets them. It's 58. The linebacker comes around. Nobody blocks the linebacker.
Yeah.
That's Roquan Smith. Okay.
Yeah, you might want to block him. He's pretty good.
Yep.
Now they're going back to the toss.
Chicago's
just about to tap out here. Okay.
Yeah, that looks like a safety. 36 was the safety coming up to stop it.
Run again. I mean, it's pretty much. I think the game is over. They're in field goal range. They just have to not go out of bounds. There you go.
Yeah. No, and Chicago's got everybody at the line of scrimmage at this point because they realize the situation.
No, the game ended really when they got to that.
When they got the run.
Yeah.
Yeah. After the first play, because now they're in field goal range at the 24. That was pretty much it.
Now the game's over.
Yep.
Real quick, the coach says, Grant, I hate your guts, but this is unwatchable, even from your most indoctrinated cult worshipers. This stream sucks. Love you, Iggy. Thank you. He hated it so much he gave me $5. That's the best kind of hate. I thought it was a really good stream. I know that the quality of video wasn't great, but Ayuk talks about controlling the controllables. We can't control that.
Yeah, you only control so much. But I like the fact he stuck around for an hour, gave you $5 to tell you that it sucked. So that could have been that bad.
That's kind of tip. Thank you very much. That's like going out to a restaurant, leaving like a 25% tip and be like, I hated it. This was awful. Really appreciate it.
Exactly.
Anyway, so if there was an issue between Kyle and Jimmy, we don't know that there was. It might have been over one play, and it doesn't mean that he was going to bench Jimmy Garoppolo. It just meant that they might not have been even talking about that play. They could have been talking about what they were planning to do in the future. Anyway, Jimmy played well in this game. Elijah Mitchell is phenomenal. I love this kid. And he's really given the 49ers a whole new outlook to the season, because if he's going to be averaging 5+ yards a carry, then this team is viable. This team is a lot, and they could beat anyone.
This is the 20. Well, from the offensive standpoint, it's the 2019 formula, right? Run the ball, throw the ball off of that, and that there you go.
I've never really seen either Shanahan have a dominant season without a dominant running back. He doesn't have to be a top pick, but they usually are able to produce someone who just works in their system. And since 2019, Kyle has been struggling to do that. McKinnon couldn't do it. Jeff Wilson at times, but he gets hurt. JaMychal Hasty hasn't been the guy. This guy is so important. And if he can replicate some of what Mostert did and stay healthy, Niners are in business.
Yeah, he just needs to stay healthy, and I'm with you. I think that they need to be utilizing Trey Sermon a little bit to kind of help out with some of these runs, even these runs at the end of the game. Once you had once you got the ball down to the 24 right there, the 25, go ahead and put Sermon in there. Let him take the pounding for a couple of plays. You don't need to keep using the guy that's kind of become your bell cow.
He's only 200 pounds.
Runs.
And now he has rib injuries. They didn't tell it after the game, but now they said he's got rib injury. He may not play this week, although I bet he will. He's a tough guy, and he's played through other things. But it's week 8, and this was it week 9? It's week 9, and this guy might be propelling you to the playoffs. So preserve him. Those are a lot of things.
There's a long way to go still in this season. They have a lot of games that are going to have to play, and I think this is the second time after a big performance where he's been dinged up. So they need to maybe try to limit his carries just a little bit.
Yep, just a little bit. Not too much, because he's saving their season along with Deebo Samuel and to a lesser extent Brandon Ayuk right now. Jimmy Garoppolo also playing well. Mm-hmm. It's not hard for me to say that. I swear. I can give Jimmy Garoppolo. He's playing well. Jimmy, good job. That's all I wanted to say. No qualifiers, no nothing. Good job, Jimmy.
He in this game he had, what was he, 7? In the first half he was 10 of 19 was his number at the end of the half, but he had three drops and a spike. Right?
He did. That's true. That is true.
And in the second half he was 7 of 9. So
good game. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. All right, Jack. This is a lot of fun. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'll see you around. Sorry we didn't have high def video. I blame Chicago.
Yeah, I think